Passaic County Panthers 25-4 overall coming into this Region 19 tournament game, getting ready to take on this afternoon the Camden County Cougars, who come in here 19-10. It's Camden versus Passaic coming up next.
Jump shot uses the window for two. Drives inside and gets it to go. Oh, what a move by the freshman.
Welcome back inside the Robert J. Collins for Game 3 of the Region 19 tournament and our coverage of the tournament here on Brookdale Television. Tim Kettlefemo alongside Brian Gouds, where we're getting ready to start first of two men's games tonight as the Passaic County Panthers come in to take on the Camden County Cougars. It's the #1 seed taking on the #4 seed. And Brian, this is sure to be an excellent matchup between two teams that really bring a lot of energy and firepower to the floor.
Yeah, Passaic comes in as the #1 seed. They've been the best team start to finish in this region, but they aren't the team that comes in on an 11-game winning streak. That's Camden. So from that standpoint, you have a great matchup coming up tonight.
And who do you think are the impact players that we'll be looking for in both sides?
Well, let's start for Passaic. Rodney Clerval is a player who we saw in his game against Brookdale, what he's capable of doing offensively. He can score the ball. He's shooting 56%, and he's particularly good driving to the basket. So he's the player you have to watch out for there. And then on the other side for Camden, Javier Worthy is the guy we mentioned. He's not in the original starting lineup, but he's a player who can provide instant offense coming off the bench. He scores 16 points a game, so he's a weapon Brookdale will have to watch defensively when he is in the game.
All right, we'll see how things work out. Now let's go down to the court for the start of tonight's game. So you take a look at the roster for, or rather the starting lineup for both sides. We'll start on Passaic's side. They will start with Stefan Sanders, Cortez Rawls, Jali Jimenez, Sean Ulrich, and Rodney Clerval, who Brian just mentioned. On their side for Camden, Raheem Burnett will be one of the players on the field. Dewey Johnson, Jordan Cobb, and Andre Allen, and number 22, Justin Williams, will be the starters this evening. Our officials this night, or tonight rather, Dick Hecker, Marlon Meachman, and Myron Hendrick. Camden is coached by Lou Abatista, veteran coach, while Passaic is under the leadership of Coach Anthony Virgil. Passaic controls the opening tip, and we are underway. Winner of this game goes to the championship tomorrow. Rodney Clerval with the ball. Over to Sean Ulrich. Ulrich over to Cortez Rawls. Now Rawls back over to Clerval with 10 to shoot. Ball is kicked out of bounds there by Dewey Johnson, and it'll stay here with Passaic with 15 to shoot. So it'll be Cortez Rawls inbounding in front of the Camden bench. Gets it into Jaleel Jimenez. Now a three by Rawls is off the back rim, no good. Rebound made by Ulrich. And now Clerval inside, and Clerval is fouled before the shot. So it'll stay here with Passaic with a fresh 30. Jimenez will inbound. Gets it into Rawls. Rawls almost lost it, got it back over to Jimenez along the baseline. Back to Rawls. Rodney Clerval lost his dribble, got it back once again. Nice find inside to Jimenez, and Jimenez able to finish underneath, and Passaic gets on the board, 2-0.
Yeah, and this is a Passaic team that's very balanced. We talked about Clerval in the open, but you can pick any one of 5 different guys for this Passaic team to watch as a player to watch, so to speak, because they have that many weapons who can be dangerous offensively.
Raheem Burnett now dribbling with the basketball. Goes around a screen, kicks it over to Andre Allen. Allen along the baseline, able to lay it in. And we're tied at 2. About a minute and a half gone by here in the first half. Jimenez kicks it over to his teammate Rawls. Rawls left elbow, got it for Cortez Rawls. And now Passaic goes back in front 4-2. And now a quick timeout is going to be called here by Lou Abatista, as he is upset with his team and disappointed with the way they have started this game. 8:26. It'll actually be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here on Brookdale TV. But pretty interesting start. We saw Cortez Rawls and his teammate Jaleel Jimenez really kind of being the two players on the Passaic side that were able to execute fairly well. But interesting, Coach Batista did not obviously like something and called a very quick timeout.
Yeah, only a little over a minute and a half into this game. Sometimes those quick timeouts, and as you said, when a coach isn't happy with something he's seeing to start the game, he makes sure he gets that adjusted quickly.
So now Camden back in play. Raheem Burnett with the ball. Over to Andre Allen. Allen back to Burnett now with 14 to shoot. This is Dewey Johnson along the baseline, nowhere to go. Johnson again, now drives inside. Bunch of bodies in there. No call. Rebound pulled down by Cobb. Jordan Cobb turnaround bank shot is no good. Rebound tracked down by Stefan Sanders. Clerval inside to Sanders. Can't convert underneath the basket. There was some contact there between him and Cobb. And now this is Justin Williams who gives it over to Dewey Johnson. Along the baseline, Burnett lays it in.
Yeah, nice move by Burnett as he ran into Jimenez there on that drive around the baseline, but gets right around him to get to the basket for two.
Clerval over to Rawls. Finds Ulrich in the paint. Back out to Clerval for a three. It's back iron, no good. Ball fought for underneath, still loose, and finally scooped up for Camden by Jordan Cobb. Now here come the Cougars up the floor. Inside, Johnson, all types of contact, and he's fouled.
Yeah, and that's a big presence that you run into down near the basket there. 6'10" Sean Ulrich, who will pick up his first personal.
So it'll be the first on Passaic. And at the line now is Dewey Johnson, 6'4" freshman from Winter Park, Florida. First attempt up and good.
And
watch this again. And contact, able to get the guy in the air and lean into him and go to the line.
This is a Camden team, Tim, that like Passaic, they're very balanced as far as offensive production. 4 players who average double figures. So you look at this matchup and it's kind of two teams that mirror each other.
Rawls finds Sanders. Sanders lost it. Diving play made by Johnson, but he was on the baseline to try to scoop that ball up. Interesting to know, Coach Chizak, along with assistant coach Kurt Fenchel, is watching this from just a little away from the baseline. It's actually a pretty interesting position to be standing there.
They've waited it out a while today. Of course, they play in the final game of our 4-game set coming up at 7:30.
So a foul there on Stefan Sanders. It'll be the first on Sanders and the second on Passaic. Camden way away from the basket, near midcourt.
You can really hear the communication that they have on offense.
Justin Williams inside, nice, able to lay it in. And Camden now starts to increase their lead. Long three there by Rawls is way off the mark. And it was last touched by Passaic, so go back to Camden. So walking the ball up the floor is Dewey Johnson. He gives it off to his teammate Andre Allen. And again, Camden rather, running a lot of their offense way away from where the three-point line is before they start to work inside. Johnson with the floater. No good. Rebound Rawls. Now Rawls tried to dump it over to Clerville, stolen away by Burnett. Burnett has it stripped away at the other end by Clerville, but there's a foul on Rodney Clerville.
Yeah, good job by Clerville to get back in transition defensively, but he whacked into Burnett, and a clear foul called, resulting in free throws.
So Raheem Burnett, the 6'1" freshman from Wilmington, Delaware, will be at the foul line for the first time in this game. Burnett shooting 76% on the line this year. Foul on Clerville. It's his first personal. There is Coach Ed Batista for Camden, talking things over in his 6th season as head coach. At the line, Burnett hits the first attempt, and Camden now starting to slowly pull away from Passaic, which I think a little bit surprising. Camden struggled earlier in this season. Passaic has been on a hot streak.
Yeah, you know, you talked about it. Camden did not get off to that good of a start this season, but they finished incredibly strongly, winning their final 11 games. It's not often that you start poorly and wind up having that kind of a surge to end the year and get in as one of the 4 finalists in the tournament.
Stolen away, another turnover there by Passaic. And now Camden will try to increase their lead on this possession. Burnett finds Cobb at the left elbow, handoff Allen, floater, a little bit of contact there, no call, and a rebound pulled down by Clerville. Here comes Passaic up the floor. Clerville take it himself, and he's fouled in the paint.
Yeah, and that's the mentality that Clerville has. You can just see the aggressiveness as he takes it to the basket. They're taking on 3 defenders, but unharmed as he went hard to the rim and now at the line.
So Clerville, the 6'2" sophomore from West Orange, New Jersey, one of our impact players, comes in here. Clerville does, averaging just under 17 points a game. A couple of substitutions being made here for Camden as Cobb and Allen go out. Eric Davis, number 11, along with number 21, Javier Worthy, check in for the Cougars. Clerville's second attempt from the line is good, and it's a 4-point game. Burnett almost lost it at midcourt. He guarded very tightly by Jolene Jimenez. On the floor is Javier Worthy. Saved it to his teammate Davis. Now back to Worthy with 7 to shoot. Worthy wanted a foul. Up ahead, this is Stefan Sanders, and Sanders is fouled before the shot. And the foul is going to be on Justin Williams. Coach Batista's upset about that call. It'll be the 2nd foul on Williams. And it'll remain on the floor. 3rd official team foul on Camden. So a little bit of a delay here as Coach Batista getting an explanation from the officials. Eric Davis, you see there, wearing some nostalgic looking glasses there, actually, as he's going over to the scores table to get worked on. I don't know if he injured his hand, but Camden's trying to figure out who they're going to substitute here, as it's a little bit of a slight delay. Raheem Burnett comes back in. Not sure what the delay was, but Eric Davis, who was just in, is back on the bench. So Passaic will inbound with a fresh 30. Clerville swing around to Rawls. Inside Sanders with a hook shot, no good, and a rebound to Burnett. And now Burnett will look to Coach Batista for some guidance as to what play to run. Another player that's in the game for Camden is Austin Goodluck, number 34. Javier Worthy. Worthy poked away. Emmanuel Abimbola also in the game for Camden with that shot no good. Rebound worthy, and the shot clock resets for the Cougars.
Yeah, one thing that Camden has been able to do early in this game is create a number of second and third chances by getting those rebounds.
Austin Goodluck knocks down the jumper, and Camden goes back up by 6, 12-6. Clerval, right arc three. No good. Rebound tracked down by Abimbola.
Yeah, Camden fortunate there because Clerval got a wide open look, just couldn't get it to drop.
Yeah, Clerval shoots on the year 46% from behind the three-point line, so more often than not, he's going to knock it down. Offensive foul here going to be called on Austin Goodluck as he pushed off. And for Goodluck, I think that's going to be his first personal and the 4th team foul on Camden.
Yeah, I think that was a fairly good acting job on the part of Stefan Sanders, because it looked like, if anything, not too much more than a flop, but the officials blow the whistle for an offensive foul.
Sanders comes out, Devin Jones comes in for him. Nice shot there by Rawls. Brings Passaic to within 4. Johnson over to Abimbola. Was looking to hand it off to Burnett. Burnett at the foul line, pulls up his dribble. Goodluck working against Jones, and Goodluck able to score the basket.
Yeah, that was a really good move. He got surrounded there down near the basket by 3 Brookdale defenders, but did a nice spin move around to get the bucket.
Long three there by Sean Ulrich is good.
Yeah, and I remember from the meeting Passaic played here against Brookdale, Sean Ulrich has a great ability to shoot the basketball from deep for a big man.
Long three there is good by Dewey Johnson in the corner. And Camden back up by 6, 17-11. As we approach 8 minutes gone by here in the first half. Rawls over to Ulrich. Now this is Devin Jones. Rawls will take a right wing three. It's no good, and the weak side rebound tracked down by Johnson. Burnett once again looking to Coach Batista for directions. It's guarded tightly by Jimenez. Inside, Goodluck kicks it out to Javier Worthy. No good on the 3 attempt, but an offensive rebound by Abimbola. Burnett, again, another failed handoff as he was trying to get it to Worthy. Now Burnett will keep it himself, goes over Rawls, and it's an offensive foul on Burnett.
Yeah, and that one clearly more of a clear-cut offensive foul, as Rawls did a good job getting set, taking the hit, and getting the charge call.
So let's take a look at this last foul here, Brian. Watch here. Oh, yeah, definitely offensive foul clearly on Burnett. There is Anthony Virgil in his 7th season as head coach. He's had a pretty good year so far, Passaic has, but they got to win this game if they want to finish out the year strong. Into the game here for Passaic is Sanders Green, who's wearing number 2, actually.
Yeah, that's interesting. He's listed as 15 on the roster. That's what he wore when they played Brookdale.
Ball will go out of play, stay here with Camden with 15 to shoot.
They always have to confuse us announcers.
Of course, right? So coming back into the game for Camden will be Jordan Cobb as number 33. Emmanuel Abimbola goes to the bench. Coach Batista. Now in comes Abimbola again. Jordan Cobb checked out, but Abimbola stays on the floor. Another player who has checked in is Ronkevious Clardy for Camden. Underneath, all types of contact. No call. Now finally a foul underneath is called, as that was Javier Worthy fighting for the rebound underneath. His teammate Emmanuel Abimbola got that rebound, and he was immediately fouled. Sanders Green with the personal. So at the line now, Emmanuel Amenbola shooting 65% on the year. Back rim on the first attempt. Let's take a look at this last foul here. Watch Amenbola. Shot there by Worthy was blocked away, but then watch Amenbola here, and there's the contact between him and Sanders Green. Amenbola, the 6'4" freshman from Blackwood, New Jersey, missed them both. It's a 4-point game. And now Rodney Clerville, rather, lost it out of bounds. It'll stay here with Passaic with 22 to shoot. And now out comes Amenbola, and in for him, for Camden, is Dewey Johnson. Long three there by Devin Jones is good.
Yeah, and when Devin Jones is in the game for Passaic, that is what he's looking to do, is catch and shoot it from three-point range. That time the assist from Ulrich, who found him wide open, and he drains it.
Now this is Clardy at midcourt, guarded by Sanders Green. Clardy goes inside at Ulrich, no good. Green the rebound. Here comes Passaic up the floor, pass over to Jimenez. Not able to finish, the ball got stuck on the side of the rim. It's officially going to be termed a jump ball, and possession arrow will give the ball back to Camden.
You know, the early indications for this game, as you're watching it, it looks like it's one of those games that's going to be close throughout. It's tight right now. Camden got off to the good start, but these teams look like they're very evenly matched.
Clardy gives it off to Javier Worthy. Worthy back to Clardy, now drives inside. Clardy flips it over to Goodluck, and Goodluck is able to put it in for Camden. Cougars go back up by 3. Sanders Green chucked it up there. It's going to be a jump ball, and it'll stay here with Passaic with 24 to shoot. So inbounding will be Devin Jones. Gets it on Jaleel Jimenez. Sanders Green flies Clerville. Clerville not able to convert underneath the basket, and the rebound ripped out of the air by Jordan Cobb. Worthy, feed inside to Goodluck. Spins around, floats it up there, and is good. Along the baseline, that was a tough shot, but he made it work.
Yeah, and a great move by Goodluck as he backed down against the smaller defender in Jimenez and made the nice spin around him to make that little hook shot.
Jimenez over to Devin Jones. Cross-court pass to Ulrich. Finds Clerville. Clerville rather lost it. Green picks it up, puts it up there. It's an air ball. And on the other side, rebound pulled down by Cobb. Here comes Camden up the floor. Worthy with the layup, blocked away by Ulrich. And now here come the Panthers up the floor. Green was expecting some contact, and I think they're going to get Jordan Cobb here with a blocking foul. It'll be the second foul on Cobb, and it'll send Sanders Green to the foul line.
And it looked like Cobb was set as though he was going to take an offensive foul. Green, though, did a nice job of maneuvering around him and drawing the foul.
So Green, 6'3" sophomore from Patterson, New Jersey. First one up, and no good. Hit the front rim. Let's take a look at this last shot here. Yeah, just barely
sort of
Jordan Cobb. Yeah. Either way for Cobb, as I said, it's his second personal. Rodney Clerville comes out of the game, and in for him, for Passaic, is number 5, Jaleel Jimenez. It's a 4-point game. Clardy with the drive, fires it up there after Sanders Green fell down, got his own rebound, did Clardy. And now Clardy had it just literally taken out of his hands by Green. Devin Jones, right wing 3. Doesn't go, and the rebound, Amenbola.
Yeah, I mean, you see some of the things that Sanders Green can do on the floor, just as you said, ripping the ball away to get a steal, but Passaic can't cash in on the other end.
Johnson back to Goodluck. Nice extra pass to Clardy. And Clardy took way too many steps, was out of control. It's actually going to be a double dribble, actually, on Ronkevious Clardy. Clardy will go to the bench, and in for him is Raheem Burnett. Camden holds the 4-point lead. Green. Some contact inside there as Jimenez got bumped out of position. Up ahead, Javier Worthy lays it in for Camden.
Yeah, nice move by Worthy on the break as Ulrich was there defensively, but did a nice job to get around him for the layup.
Jimenez lost the ball out of bounds. Coach Baptiste is upset that he thought Passaic touched it last, and now we're going to get a timeout here on the floor by Camden. Actually, no, Passaic's going to be the one that's going to take a timeout, but as you see, Coach Baptiste upset with one of the calls on the court. Timeout on the floor, Camden leads by 6.
With both my sons entering college, I knew financial aid was going to help. I never thought I would qualify too. I enrolled in Brookdale's culinary program and discovered a world of talent I never knew I had. After graduation, I landed an externship with David Burke's Fromagerie, and they hired me a month later. My name is Debbie Doran, and I came to Brookdale to learn a new skill. I never imagined it would take me this far.
Back here in the Robert J. Collins Arena, Camden and Passaic locked in a good one in this semifinal round of the Region 19 tournament. Winner will play the winner of Brookdale Northampton coming up later on. Jimenez had his shot blocked away, but he was able to follow his shot and put it back in off the glass. It's a 4-point lead for Camden. Right wing 3 on the way by Johnson is no good. And now here comes Cortez Rawls up the court. 1-on-2, goes over, Goodluck, no call. And now an offensive foul on Rawls. Very late whistle there by the officials, as Goodluck obviously drew the charge.
Yeah, I thought the officials were going to let that one go, and I was about to say that it seems like they're letting them play a little bit, but the late whistle did come. I don't know. That doesn't look like an offensive foul to me.
There definitely was some contact. The officials, I think you're right, Brian. We're going to let that call go. Now an offensive foul going the other way on Goodluck here as he pushed off underneath. But going back to that last play, I think the officials were going to let that go, but decided at the last second to blow the whistle. It's the second foul on Goodluck.
Second personal, 7-team foul.
And it's the 17th foul on Camden. Ball poked away there by Amenbola. Ooh, Burnett almost double dribbled there. Left elbow pull-up shot is good for Raheem Burnett. Now Passaic starting to search for some answers on the offensive side. Rawls at the top of the key, over to Devin Jones. Ulrich, back to Jimenez inside. Amenbola went straight up, no call. And now a foul underneath, going the other way, as it's going to be a foul on Jimenez. So for Jimenez, we'll check the number. That's his first personal, and the 6th on Passaic.
Jimenez, his first.
Amenbola. Ooh, Raheem Burnett may have gotten away with an offensive foul as he kind of pushed off there on Clerville. And now actually a traveling call rather on Goodluck.
Traveling violation, Panthers ball.
So give the ball back to Passaic. Anthony Virgil looking on. His team, I think, a little bit surprised that they're down to Camden here this late in the game. Stolen away by Burnett. Burnett one-on-one with, that was Rawls, and he was able to put it in. Raheem Burnett.
But, you know, it's tough when you're the #1 seed and the first game you have to play is against a team that's on an 11-game winning streak. That's just tough luck for Passaic, but you have to give Camden credit. They've been on a roll, and it's continued so far in this first half.
A foul again, and now we have some pushing and shoving going on the floor between Burnett and Sanders Green, as Burnett again was able to strip the ball away. And it's going to be a foul here on Sanders Green. That's his second personal, so nothing going right for Passaic in this game so far. Camden's just being able to scoop up all the loose balls, and for someone like Sanders Green, he comes in here averaging just under 13 points a game, so he's someone now with 2 personal fouls that's going to be on the bench. Could be a big loss in this first half. Burnett at the foul line. Shot on the way is good for the 6'1" freshman from Wilmington, Delaware. There is Sanders Green. So Burnett shooting 76% from the charity stripe. 1 out of 2 from the line on that trip. 28-19. Camden in front. Inside, Devin Jones with the drive. Not able to finish. Rebound pulled down by Dewey Johnson. Burnett right at the Brookdale logo at midcourt. Jordan Cobb. Oh, poked away there by Jimenez. Here comes Passaic. Feed up ahead to Clerville, taken away by Burnett. And now here come the Cougars. Burnett pulls up at the foul line. Got it.
Yeah, transition turnover by Passaic turns into a transition opportunity on the other end for Camden, and the pull-up jumper is made.
And now it's a double-digit lead for the Camden Cougars. 3 there by Devin Jones is no good. Panthers, though, get a second chance opportunity here. Clerville right at Cobb. No good. Rebound Johnson. And Camden, I would say, their bench letting their players know that they are very pleased with the performance so far.
Yeah,
they've played solid.
Yeah, they've just been the team that has come out with more energy. You know, sometimes you can tell a lot about a game by just looking at the body language of the teams.
Drive inside by Javier Worthy stalls out. He lost it out of bounds, so go back to Passaic. And for the Panthers, they've been on a little bit of a scoreless drought the last couple of minutes, and Camden's been able to capitalize. Rawls lost it at the left elbow, scooped up by Javier Worthy. Worthy up ahead to Johnson, and it's an offensive foul on Dewey Johnson.
That's just a tremendous job by Devin Jones. That was a 3-on-1 break in favor of Camden, with Jones being the only one back for Passaic, and just perfect mechanics taking that charge.
Let's take another look at this foul here, Brian. Watch this again. Oh, yeah. I don't know if Jones had his feet set, but definitely Johnson was coming in there with a head of steam as they're cleaning up the floor here to make sure that everything's okay. There's Johnson there on your screen. So for Passaic, they're going to have to try to get out of this rut that they've been on the last couple of minutes. It's the first time Camden has led by double digits. Sanders Green with 2 personal fouls is back in the game at the foul line, lost it, and it was kicked, so it'll stay here with 23 to shoot. So inbounding will be Devin Jones. Coach Batista talking to the officials. Jaleel Jimenez has to go all the way back to midcourt to grab that inbounds pass. Now here is Jimenez at the foul line. Not a very good move. Tried to get it inside to Ulrich, but Sanders Green is there for the putback. And finally, Passaic able to break that scoreless drought.
Yeah, I think it's really important for Passaic to finish this first half strong because they've come out, frankly, a little bit lackadaisical in this game. Have gotten behind by double figures, but that can all be erased if they close out this final 2.5 minutes in strong fashion.
Burnett over to Dewey Johnson with 6 to shoot. Johnson guarded by Jimenez. Back to Burnett. Allen had his 3 partially blocked, and that's a shot clock violation. Nice defense there by Passaic.
Yeah, and it was Sanders Green along the perimeter, just got enough of his hand on it to block the shot. And that's what he does. It's not just score the basketball. He's one of the better defenders on this team as well.
Devin Jones, Ulrich for a 3 in the corner, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Javier Worthy. That's something we haven't seen too many of. Not too many threes in this game. Lots of plays inside as Johnson is fouled, speak of the devil, inside, I think, by Green.
And for Camden, they've had a big edge on the glass, whether it's offensive and defensive rebounds. That's been a big factor so far as well.
So that'll be the 3rd foul on Sanders Green. Dewey Johnson tying his shoe. And now Dewey Johnson will go to the foul line for a pair of free throws. Actually, I believe this is going to be a 1-and-1. I apologize. It's a 1-and-1 opportunity. Johnson was not in the act of shooting. Shot on the way and is good, so he'll get another one from the line. Sanders Green is back on the bench with 3 personal fouls. Johnson, second one is no good, and the rebound pulled down by Sean Ulrich, the 6'10" freshman from Little Falls, New Jersey. His 3 is on the way, it's too strong, and the rebound the Worthy. Now here's Andre Allen going right at the big man, and he's able to convert.
Yeah, that was a tough drive by Andre Allen. A lot of
the ball
contact.
is still in play here, Brian, and it was actually saved by Burnett, who spiked it off of Ulrich's foot. Ulrich didn't realize that the ball was in play, and now a timeout is going to be called by Passaic. I didn't mean to cut you off there, but...
No, I didn't even know. Tell me what happened there. I missed
well,
it.
Ulrich was underneath rebounding the ball. He went to go inbound it, and instead of trying to get into one of his teammates, Burnett poked it away. The ball was still in play. He then spiked it off of Ulrich, who was out of bounds, and now Camden's going to get the ball out of this timeout. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Well, and you have to give credit to Camden. I mean, you know, sometimes it can be kind of intimidating to go up against the #1 team in the region, but they have come out with a lot of energy. They've done a good job out rebounding them, building a lead as large as double figures, and you know, you have to be impressed with their effort so far.
So now after that incredible play made by Burnett, Camden will have an opportunity here as we're under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Cougars in front 33-21. Andre Allen over to Raheem Burnett, who's guarded by Clerval. Allen now with the drive inside, flips it over to Cobb. Cobb, Johnson, 3 on the way, it's no good. Rebound Cobb, and he puts it in.
And that's just outworking the opposition down near the basket. There were 3 Passaic players who could have come away with that rebound. Instead, Cobb outworks all of them and makes the second chance count.
Ball blocked away there as Stefan Sanders had it rejected underneath by Jordan Cobb. And I tell you what, Camden, they are feeling it on the bench.
Well, the Passaic bench, you look at them and rather lethargic.
Ulrich, way too strong. Rebound Burnett. Up ahead, stolen away there by Clerval. Nice play. See if they can do anything with it. Clerval out of control over Burnett. Offensive foul on Clerval. Wow.
I mean, you just look at the difference, though, intensity between the 2 benches, and it kind of tells the story of what we've exactly seen in this first half.
So now under a minute to play. Camden has opened up this game and has done an incredible job leading double digits over the #1 seed coming into this tournament. If they could pull this off, what an upset it would be. Johnson, floater, off the back rim, no good. Rebound Ulrich, shot clock is turned off. Devin Jones, no look pass down to Stefan Sanders rather. Sanders is fouled. And it'll be a foul, I believe, on Andre Allen. So for Allen, that'll be his first personal. And it'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity here for Stefan Sanders, the 6'7" freshman from Montclair, New Jersey. You know that area very well, don't you, Brian?
I do.
Brian, a former alum of Montclair State.
Saw lots of basketball there as well.
So Sanders going to get one more here at the line. Shoots 43% on the year, 1 out of 2. And now Camden will probably be able to hold for the last shot here. Burnett. And had the ball poked out of bounds by Sanders, so it'll stay here with Camden with 7.4 to shoot. Camden will inbound with Burnett. Burnett finds Allen, puts up a 3. Back iron, no good. Johnson now, desperation 3 at the buzzer, doesn't go. And we've come to halftime. What a first half for the Camden Cougars as they lead the #1 seeded Passaic Panthers going into halftime, 35-22. What a game as Camden slowly going off the field. I'm not sure what that was all about. They stopped and let Passaic go in before they decided to go into the locker room.
That was courteous of them.
Yeah, very courteous of them with the lead right now, up by 13, 35-24. So back inside the Robert J. Collins Arena, Tim Calafamo alongside Brian Goudsworth. And I don't think that we expected this, Brian. Really, we thought Passaic would have Camden in control. Camden is coming in here on a hot streak, as we've said, but I don't think we expected them to lead by 13 after 20 minutes of play.
Yeah, even though they come in with an 11-game winning streak, you still expected a team like Passaic, #1, as you said, to come out with a great effort in their own right. But they're going to have to make a lot of adjustments coming out in the second half because they've gotten outworked on the boards. They haven't been crisp offensively. They've turned the basketball over, and really just not a good first half showing for them. So I look for a better Passaic team coming out in the second half, and we'll see if Camden can keep up this really good energy that they had in the first half.
So we'll see how things shake out. Camden in the lead, 35-22. We'll take a break for halftime and come back for the second half after this on Brookdale TV.
Hi, I'm Dr. Terry Kahn. I am the program director here for the Radiologic Technology program, and I'm a faculty in the public health program. I have worked in healthcare for over 30 years, and I've been teaching 26 years. 19 years has been here at Brookdale. I have loved every moment that I've been here at Brookdale. It is a great learning environment. In addition to teaching, I'm very active on campus. I am a club advisor for the Radiologic Technology program and a club called Students for Global Citizenship. I am a member of the International Center Advisory Committee and a co-founder of a project called Global Citizenship. There's a new initiative on campus called Global Distinction, whereby students can engage in curricular and co-curricular activities on global issues and be specially recognized at graduation. The Radiologic Technology program is not just a program. It is a life-changing experience. Students come to the program with no knowledge and skills, and throughout the 2 years, they're transformed. They're ready to work upon graduation. Graduates can work in hospitals, physician practices, imaging centers, operating rooms. There is a vast amount of opportunities for them. If you're interested in a career in medical imaging, Brookdale is the place to come. Students not interested in a direct patient care program but want to work in healthcare, public health might be the choice for you. The public health program here at Brookdale is designed to transfer to Rutgers University or another four-year university that has a public health program. Students can major in community health, environmental health, occupational safety. There are so many opportunities for students to work in the healthcare field with outpatient care. I've been here at Brookdale for 19 years. And the reason is Brookdale is a special place. I know no other educational institution where the faculty and the students are so engaged with one another, inside and outside the classroom. I have no doubt that Brookdale will be the best experience for you. Come and join us on this great journey of discovery, learning, and professional growth.
Hundreds of community members, elected officials, and Brookdale employees came together in support of higher education on May 29th at the 2015 Scholarship Ball. The event, hosted by the Brookdale Foundation, featured live music, dinner, dancing, and a wide range of opportunities to help support scholarships for local students.
And there are many opportunities for our students to grow, to learn because of our foundation.
Attendees were able to silently bid on hundreds of donated items in gift baskets or participate in live auctions for luxurious dinners, outings, and experiences. The ball raised over $92,000 for the Foundation's Building Minds, Building Futures Scholarship Fund, which supports students and working families who don't qualify for financial aid. The fund awarded nearly $400,000 to more than 500 students last year.
It had been my dream to become a registered nurse, and with the help of the Ava Pelican Memorial Nursing Scholarship, I was able to better afford my education at Brookdale.
To learn more about the Brookdale Foundation and its scholarship programs, visit www.brookdalecc.edu/foundation.
Hi, I'm Laura Vetter here at the 18th Annual Brookdale Guitar Show presented by 90.5 The Night, Brookdale's public radio station. Music enthusiasts gather at this annual event to attend panels, performances, and shop all things guitar and more.
It's really great for not just musicians, but also the vendors, and it's cool just because it's a day full of music. There's so much to see, and it's stuff that you can't get at the typical music store. Everyone always has really good luck, they get good deals, and it's always just fun to hang out with other musicians, people that are kind of doing the same thing you are.
We actually first started out, for the first 2 years, we were at the Performing Arts Center here at the college, and there were 2 or 3 classrooms over there, and so we had a couple of vendors hanging out. We had some performances on the stage, and then we decided to move over to the arena. Back then it was just the gymnasium, by the way. It wasn't the Robert J. Collins Arena like it is now. So we were there for a couple of years, and then when they opened up the Student Life Center, we said this is the perfect venue because we could have outdoor performances, we could have vendors inside both rooms we have here, and then the clinic rooms that we have. We basically use every single room in this building today. Some of the things that people are really looking forward to this year for the guitar show is a clinic, we call it an All About the Bass clinic. It actually has Graham Mabey, who is the bass player for Joe Jackson, who performed on Look Sharp and all those classic Joe Jackson records. So he's here. Davey Knowles is going to be performing outside in just a little while as well, and all the performances and all the other clinics that we have as well. And of course, people really, the biggest draw is of course all the guitars that are for sale today, and all the accessories and everything else that goes along with it.
My name's Chris Durgan from North Carolina, Sparta, North Carolina, and up by the Blue Ridge Mountains. Friends of mine make guitars up there, and so do I. And this one here happens to be a model of D28 style, but oversized sound hole and a few other tricks that make it a little punch to it. So we play bluegrass where I am. A little different here, but that's all right. It's all good. And now people are really interested in this. Is number 4 guitar ever made. So my friend Paul and Rick that have this booth here are really good friends of mine. We kept in touch for the years, and they invited me down for a very interesting show. There's probably more people in this room than there are in my town. Music, without it, we're kind of stuck, but it's a great thing to see different people's music all in one venue. It's a great idea. Hope they keep doing it.
My name is Davey Knowles, and I've come to play here at the Brookdale Guitar Show.
What are you most excited for this day?
Well, playing, of course, but lots of guitar geekery is good. And it's nice to see, I'm a big record vinyl guy, so it's great to see some of that here too. It's just lovely to be here. These things are fantastic. It's great to see so many like-minded people obsessed with them. Guitars are a wonderful thing. They can be works of art, and they're wonderful, so it's nice. It's lovely to see it going on.
Gary Wright, Red Bank, New Jersey. Jersey Shore Jazz and Blues Foundation. We have a booth right behind you, to your left. My favorite part? I don't know, just running into people that I know and checking out different instruments and whatnot, and the acts that are out front. Well, most guitar shows are in major cities, like New York or LA, Dallas. So for an area that's considered suburban, it's well known around here throughout the years. So I think that's the thing.
I'm Nick Moralia. I'm from South Brunswick, New Jersey, and so is my friend. And we're just checking some stuff out. I'm into the music, rock, metal. I don't play guitar, but I'm planning on picking it up one day, so it's good to look around here and enjoy some stuff.
Hi, my name is Rumi. I'm from South Brunswick, and I've been playing guitar for a year and a half. I play electric guitar and want to learn acoustic too.
What has been your favorite part of the event today?
Just checking out the different guitars and seeing what styles are out there. Also like talking to the vendors and checking out the pedals too.
I had my eye on this one guitar too. It's a Pizza Hut guitar. Had a slice of pizza on it. Like, I never seen something like that, and that's pretty inventive.
I think the people that come back every year, and the guitar enthusiasts, and even some of the music folks as well, is that there's really no other event like this in the area. Sure, there's a show in New York City and there's a show in Philadelphia, but when it comes down to it, we're proud to be Jersey, and I think we're centrally located, and there are just so many people out there that this is a time for them to all gather and get what they need to get, and then go back and doing their craft.
For more information about the Brookdale Guitar Show and Brookdale Public Radio, check out their websites. To watch Brookdale TV on demand, log on to brookdalecc.edu.
I'm Laura Vetter for Brookdale TV, and thanks for watching.
Having trouble declaring a major? Or do you have a degree and don't know exactly what to do with it yet? Well, look no further, because the Major Fair is here for you. Hi, I'm Sophia Perola, and welcome to Brookdale's second annual Major Fair, where students can explore various academic options, find out what jobs are in their field of study, and talk with department representatives who can assist them in the decision-making process.
I'm the Director of Career Services here at Brookdale, and today we're at the Major Exploration Fair to help students learn more about what they can do in certain careers, what they can do with their majors, and then also to talk about all the hands-on learning opportunities that we offer. We do have a great online job and internship database that every student is able to register for and utilize. Has hundreds of employers and jobs in there right now and internships, so great resource. We have a lot of good resources. There's a lot of great tables here. The faculty are here representing their majors. So I think this is a great way for them to be introduced to it. And then it takes a little bit of research, and students are always able to come and talk to anyone in career services about their careers and their majors as well.
I'm Joe Verone. I'm a professor in the English department here at Brookdale.
So how do you think that the English department can connect with prospective students at the Major Fair?
Oh, the Major Fair I think is great. Students don't usually think of English as a career option, and I think it's nice in an informal setting like this to just have people come around, say hi, meet like real human beings behind a table. So it's really an effective way for us to kind of reach out to students.
I'm Professor Schaefer, and I am from the Business Management Department. I'm representing business, economics, accounting, etc. So it kind of gives them an idea of all the variety of things that you can do out there in the business world. We kind of give them a direction and a path on which they can take to be successful and profitable and produce and give to the economy as a whole. It's my first time at the event, and there's a lot of students here, and I'm getting a lot of questions, so I really think it's a good idea, and they're interested.
I'm junior, my major is communications and minor in business. This whole fair is beneficial to anybody who wants to graduate and succeed in life. I want to pursue my my career, because being here and like talking to my professors, I feel like I owe it to my professors to at least go out and do good, because they take their time to teach you, and the school takes their time to put up these fairs. So why not actually like take the information you learn and use it, and come back one day and say, hey, I did this.
So my name is Joe Walsh. I'm the Assistant Director of Off-Campus Programs for Rutgers University. And I'm here today representing the Rutgers-Brookdale Partnership. We're very glad to be here. Rutgers has been partnered with Brookdale since 1998.
Welcome back. I'm Gia Fontana, and halftime's coming to an end with a score of 35-22 with Camden County College in the lead. Can they stay ahead? Let's find out if Captain Dewey Johnson of Camden County can lead his team to a possible win. Both teams have a great chance of winning and making it to the championship tomorrow afternoon. Let's wish them the best of luck, and let's head back to the game. I'm Gia Fontana.
And we're back inside the Robert J. Collins Arena. Tim Catafamo alongside Brian Gouts. We're getting ready to start the second half. Camden leads 35-22. And Brian, as we take a look at the first half stats, some of the players that stand out in particular are Raheem Burnett, who's got 11 points, and Javier Worthy, who played really well, getting a couple of rebounds. But really, it's been just a total team effort for Camden.
Yeah, I mean, they've been the aggressor in this game. They've come out with a lot more energy than Passaic did. And I mean, you look at the Passaic stats, their leading scorer, Sanders Green, coming off the bench with 5 points. So they just have not gotten enough production. Only 22 points at the break. That's just not going to be enough to get the job done. And we'll see how they come out in the second half. But it was a lackluster showing for them in the first half.
Cortez Rawls and Jaleel Jimenez both have 4 points apiece, and we'll see how that shakes out in the second half, because right now Camden, we mentioned on the hot streak that they come in winning 11 straight, and they lost to Passaic twice earlier this year, but so far this has been the Cougars' day, and what an upset. I mentioned this in the first half, what an upset it would be if Camden could be able to pull this off.
Yeah, and as I recall, when Passaic came here to play Brookdale back in December, they had come in on a long winning streak in that game, and Brookdale beat them.
Some contact there as Jaleel Jimenez was holding his mouth, almost as if he got hit in the face. First offensive possession in the second half for Passaic, and it is Rodney Clerville who's able to lay it in with the scoop shot to bring Passaic to within 11, 35-24. Jordan Cobb driving inside, off the glass and in for Jordan Cobb.
Yeah, that wasn't an easy shot because Ulrich, the bigger defender, was there to contest it, but he gets the shot to go up and over Ulrich.
Cortez Rawls now over to Clerville with the jumper from the corner. It's no good. Rebound Dewey Johnson. Burnett now with the ball. Minute gone by here in the second half rather. 37-24, 13-point lead for Camden. Justin Williams, handoff to Andre Allen, and Allen is fouled along the baseline. And we'll see who the personal is going to be on. It'll be on number 5, Jaleel Jimenez, which is his second personal, and the first on Passaic in the second half. Let's take a look at this foul here, Brian. Watch here. Allen, oh, looks like maybe Ulrich actually was the one who possibly drew the contact, but instead they're going to call it on Jimenez. So Andre Allen, the 6-foot freshman from Philadelphia. Shot on the way, rims out. Not able to hit either one of them. Passaic remains down by 13. Clerval, right elbow shot, no good. Rebound Burnett. Burnett 1-on-2 to the hole, goes over Rawls, offensive foul on Burnett.
Yeah, and we've seen a fair share of offensive fouls be called on both sides in this game. That time Rawls taking the hit as he just got trucked into.
37-24, again scoreless. Or rather, both teams have just gotten one basket so far. Stolen away, Burnett ahead of the field, lays it in off the glass with the right hand. And now Camden now increases their lead to 15. Clerval, a three on the way, it's too strong. Rebound swatted away and blocked as Jimenez got the offensive rebound. I think that was Jordan Cobb there with the hand in his face. Dewey Johnson with the Brookdale emblem at midcourt. Cobb gives off to Burnett with 10 to shoot. Burnett with 5 on the shot clock now. Pulls up, and it's going to be a jump ball, actually, not a foul. Coach Abatista cannot believe a call.
Yeah, didn't appear that Clerval had enough possession-wise to warrant a jump ball there.
Let's watch this again real quickly here, Brian. Actually, we'll wait on that until after this basket. Ulrich over to Jimenez. Jimenez back to Rawls for 3. Back iron, no good. Rebound scooped up by Williams. Williams now lost it, back to Cobb. And now Andre Allen will slow the Cougars down. And a timeout is going to be called by Lou Abatista. It'll be a full timeout. He is very upset with one of the officials. As we take a look at this most recent call that Coach Abatista is upset about. I don't know, looked like a clean block to me, but not so much of a jump ball there.
And if anything, a foul as well.
Yeah. Well, either way, we'll take a break with him. 39-24, Camden leads by 15 in the semifinals of the Region 19 tournament.
Warm up to another semester. Join Student Life and Activities as we welcome the spring 2017 semester. Learn how to get involved in clubs, get sugared up with an array of candy on our own candy wall, make your own alphabet art mug, and warm up with a free hot chocolate bar. We guarantee you will shake off the winter blues with this fun event.
We all like the events that the Student Life and Activities offer during college hour on a Tuesday and a Thursday. For me, it's kind of like recess for high school. It's just for college, so it's not like lunchtime at work, so it's kind of like a bridging in between. You get a chance to eat your lunch, relax, and do cool things like you can see here today.
Favorite part about today was definitely I was asleep all day. It brought me up. I feel energized. I feel like I could take my class on like a champ.
Alongside Brian Goudsward and our sideline reporter Nico Vocatoro is going to be joining us for this segment. Camden inbounding the ball with Dewey Johnson. Gets it over to Raheem Burnett. Burnett over to back to Johnson. With 8 to shoot, Johnson lost the ball. And now the other way, here comes Jimenez right at the hole on Johnson. Johnson was able to block it away. It's gone out of bounds. It'll stay here with Passaic. So Nico, how do you think the game's going so far?
I think it's going pretty well, especially for Camden. They look like they're getting ready to pull off the upset. But one thing that I feel that Camden has lacked in so far in this game is they've definitely turned the ball over. They've done the work on the turnovers as well as some silly offensive fouls. I think they had 9 in the first, 6 in the first half. So yeah, Rodney Burnett's playing really well. He's got 11 points and 4 steals right now. Andrew Goodluck's playing really well.
So we're having some trouble with Nico's microphone. We'll get that fixed in just a second. Dewey Johnson now at midcourt. Over to Justin Williams. Williams with the shot from the corner. It's no good. Got his own rebound, fouled his shot. Now Andre Allen, the pull-up from the corner, is off the mark. Sanders Green with 3 personals. It's a jump ball called, and it'll stay here with Camden.
Want to ask again?
So let's try this again. So Nico, how do you think the game's going so far?
I think it's going really well for Camden. They look like they're on the verge of pulling an upset. Up 39-24 right now, obviously. Rodney Burnett's performing really well, 11 points and 4 steals. Andrew Goodluck's got 8. Both of them have combined for 8 of 9 shooting. The team's got 7 offensive rebounds. Well, at least they had 7 offensive rebounds in the first half. But, you know, they have made some mistakes. 6 offensive fouls, and a lot of them have been silly offensive fouls. 12 turnovers in the first half. So they do have areas to improve. But for Passaic, I feel like
we see an offensive foul there on Jaleel Jimenez, as he thought clearly he had been able to draw the charge, but the officials think differently, and for Jimenez, it's going to be his 3rd personal.
That's pretty big right there. So, yeah, Camden's playing really well, but I feel like Passaic definitely has the firepower to get back into this game. In the first half, as you guys mentioned before, their leading scorer only had 5 points, which was Sanders Green. And, yeah, Sean Ulrich played pretty poor. The guy averaging 12 and 13, 6'10", only had 4 and 3. Rodney Clerville went 0 for 4. The first half, he hasn't started off too well either. He's 1 for 3. But he's a guy averaging 17 points, shooting nearly 60%. But yeah, 12 turnovers in the first half for them. They really got to clean up their act. And, you know, I feel like if they post up more with Ulrich, they'll be in much better position because they'll definitely spread the ball around. Shooters will get open easier. Clerville should play better that way. And for Camden, like I mentioned before, they need to take care of the ball.
Up and down there as it's a tie-up. It'll stay here with Passaic, and now we have another whistle here, and it'll be a holding call on number 34, Austin Goodluck, and he was the one who picked up the foul at the other end. He's now got 4 personals, and he's going to check out of the game as Jordan Cobb will come in for him.
A lot of stoppages in this game, a lot of fouls.
Sanders Green inside. Green back up with it. Thought he was fouled. Devin Jones there and puts it in after the second chance opportunity.
Yeah, nice job by Devin Jones there. The initial miss, able to come away in traffic with the ball and get the second chance shot to go off the glass.
Yeah, definitely a nice play.
And now a technical foul is going to be called on Jaleel Jimenez as he was chatting it up with Raheem Burnett coming down the court. And
Passaic's getting frustrated in this one.
Let's take another look at this here, guys, as we watch this. Watch them coming up the floor. Watch Burnett in the lower portion of your screen. This was after it happened. You see the official there teeing up Jimenez after he was kind of joined a little bit with Raheem Burnett. And because it's a technical foul now, it's going to be Burnett shooting 2 technical foul shots from the line. For Jimenez, it's his 4th personal. And for Passaic, I would say this has just been an ugly game that has not gone their way.
Yeah, from a team who's number 1 in the entire conference.
So Burnett will hit the first foul shot.
You think the first round bye that Passaic had affected them at all?
Well, I think Brian and I were talking about it. One of the things that was interesting about this is Passaic came in here with a very good season, but Camden has been the team that's been on a hot streak and has won 11 straight games.
Yeah, they've been playing well. They're an all-rounded team, too. They don't just get you from one area. They're a good team.
So 41-26. Johnson going to give it off to Justin Williams. And over to Javier Worthy. Worthy over to Williams, and Williams traveled. And
what's interesting about this game is Camden's tallest player is only 6'4". So you'd be thinking Sean Ulrich would be having a party, 6'10", 6 inches taller than their tallest player, but hasn't been the case, and pretty curious to why.
Ulrich has definitely been quiet. Green inside, thought there was some contact. Probably should have been a foul there. Ulrich up with it, no good. And now a tip in there by Green.
Yeah, I thought so too, Tim. I could hear the shot on the arm from Green as the initial shot missed, but Passaic cashes in on the second chance.
That's what they got to do. They got to work the boards.
Clerval there at the other end puts it in. And now Passaic has gone on a run the last couple of minutes. They've closed within 11, 41-30. 14 minutes left here in the second half. Williams with the ball, guarded by Sanders Green at midcourt. Javier Worthy now with the ball. Johnson may have gotten away with throwing the elbow. Devin Jones scoops it up. Jones at Johnson, lays it in with the left hand. And Passaic now has gone on a run, and they're starting to close the gap.
Yeah, that was a big fast break basket, starting with the defense at midcourt by Devin Jones. He made it happen in transition. Suddenly some life for Passaic for the first time in a while.
Yeah, Passaic coming into 10.
So we're going to take a timeout here. Nico, thanks so much for joining us. And we hope you stay tuned here on Brookdale Television. 13:33 left. Camden still in the lead.
For nearly 50 years, Brookdale graduates have been shattering expectations. They transfer to Georgetown and Columbia University. They work at NASA, call Major League Baseball games, and defeat celebrity chefs. They prove, again and again, that a college is only as good as its success stories. And ours speak for themselves. This is Brookdale. This is college redefined. This is success reimagined.
Back here in the Robert J. Collins Arena, Tim Kettle-Family joined back alongside with Brian Goudsward. 41-32, and Brian, last few minutes, Passaic starting to slowly creep back into this game.
Yeah, and they've gotten some chances in transition, getting their hands on the ball, forcing steals, and they now have this game inside of 10 points where it hasn't been in quite a while. So we'll see if they're able to keep up this momentum swing that they've been on the last couple of minutes. Camden has been in charge pretty much start to finish, but we'll see if we get things to tighten up as we go down the stretch.
Dewey Johnson, Justin Williams, Raheem Burnett, Jordan Cobb are all on the floor for Camden as they barely are able to beat the 5-second clock to get the ball inbounded. Johnson lost it. Ball on the floor. And now a timeout is called here by Passaic. And now we have a technical foul called on Dewey Johnson. Coach Batista is extremely upset. And now another technical on Coach Batista. He better be careful he doesn't get thrown out of the game here.
And this is just a case of a team sort of unraveling. I mean, they're letting the emotions get the best of them here. They have a 9-point lead. You know, it's understandable to be upset with a call, but you don't want to be giving away too many free points. And more importantly, losing your coach, you know, if he gets ejected.
Now, I don't know if Coach Batista got a technical. We have to confirm that. He's still very upset. I don't know exactly what happened, but Dewey Johnson said something to somebody that the officials did not like. Remember, we just saw Jaleel Jimenez get called with a technical on Passaic a few moments ago. Coach Batista was extremely upset. For Johnson, it's his second personal, but we have not gotten the word that Coach Batista was charged with a technical.
Yeah, there was one assessed to one of the Camden players.
And I think you said it best, Brian. Camden, these last few minutes, has started to unravel here, and maybe some of the frustration is starting to boil over. So at the line to shoot a pair of technical foul shots it is Sean Ulrich. Hits the first one, and now at midcourt there's some discussions going on between some of the players. Camden is, or I should say Passaic rather, is eerily close to the Camden group there at midcourt. Ulrich's second foul shot is no good. So I guess Coach Batista did not get charged with a technical. Here's what happened. Coach Batista was arguing with the official, and the official made the signal as if Coach Batista had gotten a technical. That apparently was not true, or the officials decided to change that. I'm not sure, but it was not announced. And obviously, had Coach Batista been given a technical, it would have been another pair of technical foul shots at the line. Devin Jones, front rim on that jumper. And now Raheem Burnett with the rebound. Camden, I think, desperately needs a basket to kind of calm down here.
Yeah, I think you said it best there. They've been in kind of a scoring drought for a while.
And Burnett is fouled by Clerville, and that was pretty clear, as Clerville will send Raheem Burnett to the foul line. But wow, these last few minutes, things are starting to get a little testy down on the floor.
Yeah, the temper's flaring. You know, you got two local rivalries here in the state of New Jersey with Passaic in the north, Camden in the south, and it's gotten a little bit testy, as you said.
And there's a lot on the line. Remember, the winner goes to the championship game tomorrow for Camden. I think they have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, particularly because a lot of people didn't think they were going to make it this far, let alone make the tournament early on in the season. And possibly Passaic is the #1 seed, maybe feeling that they should be the ones with the lead instead, which is what both of us expected prior to the tip-off of this game. Burnett at the second attempt from the line is no good. 1 out of 2. 42-33, Camden in front. Stephon Sanders, rather, with that jumper. It's off the mark. Dewey Johnson, the one who picked up the technical foul, bringing up the ball for Camden. Burnett hands off to Williams. Williams can't go anywhere with it, goes around a screen, and he dribbled it off his foot, but it was last touched by Sanders Green. Cougars will have 9 seconds to shoot on this inbounds play. Camden spreading the floor with their players, trying to get it in. Find inside to Williams. Williams back up with it, blocked away by Sanders, but a nice put in there by Jordan Cobb, who's really played well in this game, puts Passaic back up 44-33. Sanders Green at the foul line, short. Rebound, Stephon Sanders, ball loose on the floor, jump ball, and it'll go back to Camden.
Yeah, and that's a big play there to turn possession back into Camden's favor. The officials are conferring, but the ball's going to be the Cougars.
Now look at this, Brian. Passaic starting to pressure Camden in the backcourt here. Looks like a full court man-to-man. Nobody's picked up Cobb, though, as he easily walks it across the line. And now a foul here on Sanders Green. That might be his 4th foul.
Yeah, it is his 4th. So 2 players in this game now, 1 away from fouling out.
Sanders Green remains on the floor. Can really sense the tension on the floor between these 2 teams from all the way up here. Cobb blocked away by Stephon Sanders. Cortez Rawls the other way, a nice nifty move, and he lays it in.
Great move to the basket. Rawls taking it coast to coast. And now a steal by Devin Jones.
Jones puts it up, no good, but he'll get 2 from the line. Wow. The intensity level, if it wasn't intense in the first half, has really ratcheted up. Remember, Camden at one point led by 15. So now at the line, Devin Jones. Shot on the way is good. He'll get another. The foul is on Dewey Johnson. It's his 3rd personal on the 5th team foul on Camden, that is. Jones, 1 out of 2. Javier Worthy right at Ulrich. Yes.
And there's Worthy, who was our key player at the top. We didn't think he'd be, or I should say we thought he'd be in the starting lineup. He comes off the bench, though, where he provides a big spark and a nice fast break layup for him that time.
Ulrich working it against Cobb. Fade away. Rolls off the rim. Ooh, Dewey Johnson fell down and was on the baseline. Tough break.
And I think Dewey Johnson thought he was contacted. That's the reason why he lost that ball out of bounds. But instead, Passaic gets another chance.
Yeah, tough break there for Johnson, and now we have a whistle here. So Camden was trying to substitute. Let's take another look at this again, Brian. Watch here. Oh, maybe he walked with it almost. Green, left elbow, doesn't go. And now, speaking of Johnson, he grabs another rebound. Dewey's played really well in this game.
Yeah, one of the players who averages double figures. He's actually their leading scorer, averaging 18 a game this season, one of the sophomores.
Javier Worthy had some contact, got his own rebound. And now, now we got a little bit of a scuffle underneath between some of the players. Javier Worthy being calmed down by his teammate Jordan Cobb.
Yeah, and the official had to get in the middle of that kerfuffle there, otherwise it could have evolved into something bigger.
So it's a foul on the floor against Passaic. Looking to see who it's on. It's on Stefan Sanders, his second, and because now Passaic is in the bonus, it's going to be a one-on-one opportunity for Javier Worthy. Yikes.
Nope, the winner of this game will play the winner of Brookdale Northampton coming up after this one is over, and we'll see if we get Brookdale in both of the finals tomorrow. That would be quite a story, having them played right here at the Collins Arena.
Yeah, it would make sense, right? I mean, Brookdale hosts the tournament. However, they're going to have to go through a very difficult Northampton team, and we'll have more on that game, of course, coming up at 7:30 in our fourth and final game here today from the Collins Arena. Javier Worthy 1-2. The rebound, though, to Jordan Cobb, and Camden able to get another possession on this side of the floor. Approaching halfway in the second half. Burnett puts the arm out to try to go around Sanders. 10 to shoot. Burnett. No look past the Cobb. Cobb had it poked away by Devin Jones. It'll stay here with the Cougars with 5 to shoot. Burnett looking inbound. Finds Goodluck. Goodluck blew the layup. Rebound up and in by Cobb.
Yeah, there was contact underneath the basket while that ball was loose. No foul is called, and Camden able to cash in, extending the lead back to 13.
Oh, stolen away by Goodluck, and Goodluck gonna pick up a foul. No, it's gonna be on Rawls instead. So Goodluck and Rawls were going for that loose ball, and it's gonna be a foul on Rawls, and it'll send Goodluck to the line for a 1-and-1. Incoming here for Passaic is number 5, Jaleel Jimenez, who was on the bench after receiving a technical foul. Stefan Sanders checks out.
Yeah, and Passaic has committed 18 fouls here in the second half, so Camden's going to be in the double bonus likely most of the rest of the way.
So Goodluck at the foul line. Made his first attempt. See if he can make this and give Camden a 15-point lead, and he does. Dewey Johnson going to come back in for Goodluck. You know, something interesting, the last time that Camden played their quarterfinal game against Rowan College at Gloucester County, Austin Goodluck actually had 21 points, 12 rebounds to come off of the bench. He was the leading scorer, as inside, that's Rodney Clerville with the nice runner in the lane.
Yeah, great move by Clerville. Kind of switched hands there mid-drive, unable to streak into the paint to bank it home.
Johnson right at midcourt, perilously close to that midcourt line. Thought about a three, maybe walked with it, and now drives inside. Offensive foul on Dewey Johnson.
Well, you know, I mentioned it in the first half, maybe it was even earlier in this second half, but the offensive fouls have been plenty on both sides in this game.
There have been a lot of teams driving to the basket, and for Johnson, that's his fourth, and yeah, that's clearly an offensive foul as Devin Jones set his feet. Nice job by our BTV crew to get that replay. Jones with the three doesn't go, but on the other side, Ulrich was there with the rebound, and Clerval is the one who's fouled. Excuse me, no, that was Ulrich who was fouled. Clerval was there to give the ball off to Ulrich.
And it's kind of surprising that Ulrich is such a good three-point shooter, but he struggles mightily from the line, just 54% as he makes the first one there. But someone of his shooting touch you would think would be a better free throw shooter.
Yeah, and someone who has such a size advantage at 6'10", nearly 7 feet, really hasn't been much of a factor for Passaic in this game.
Yeah, he made a couple of shots earlier on in the first half, but give Camden credit defensively, they haven't allowed him too many open looks from the outside.
So Jordan Cobb dribbling. Gives off to Raheem Burnett, 10 on the shot clock. Burnett pulls up over to Goodluck, and Goodluck took too many steps. Coach Ed Batista upset with his players on that possession. 8:46 remaining. Passaic is hanging around here, not going away. Camden has been up by as much as 15, but have not been able to put the Panthers away just yet. Inside, Devin Jones is fouled before the shot, so there'll be a foul on the floor. But because Camden is in a one-on-one opportunity here, it'll send Devin Jones, the 6'2" freshman from West Orange, New Jersey, to the line. Fouls on Justin Williams, his third. Mentioned the next game coming up. Brian and I will have the call. Brookdale taking on Northampton. Coach Chuzak and the entire coaching staff is located all the way at the other end, and they're all sitting there on these chairs, which I wasn't making fun of them, but I was talking to them, and it was just, I don't know, it was just funny the way that they're all positioned in a strange place on the court. Devin Jones hits the second foul shot. He'll get her first foul shot, rather. He'll get another one. So Jones at the foul line. Shot up and good for Devin Jones. Hits them both. There's Kurt Fenchel and Charlie Hawthorne, two assistant coaches. Coach Chuzak's just to the left of them. Just hanging out on some stools over there. Anxiously watching, I'm sure, this game.
They've had to wait out a full day of basketball here.
Yeah. They were here earlier this morning to watch the women clinch the championship game. They'll play Northampton tomorrow. Shot there by Worthy at top of the key is no good. And now Passaic down by 10, trying to get themselves back in it. Jones, the three, doesn't go. Rebound Worthy. And now Worthy and Jones come together, and a foul on Jones.
Yeah, and that's just not a good foul. I think it's more frustration than anything else for Jones, who missed the open three and then commits the foul after he can't come away with possession.
Let's take a look at this last foul here. Oh yeah, definitely. Contact when Jones was trying to strip the ball away from Worthy. So Worthy, the 6'2" freshman from Magnolia, Delaware,
Not too many
at the line.
Not too many Delaware products here in Region 19 basketball.
A couple of them on the Camden Cougars, although they've recruited fairly well. A couple from Florida, Pennsylvania, Maryland.
Wow, they come from all over the map.
Yeah. Very diverse roster. Jordan Cobb is back on the field, or back on the court rather, for the Cougars. At the line, Worthy. Second foul shot goes. 53-41. Camden has been in control and in the lead this entire game. Passaic has never once led. Jones had his pass stake taken away by Williams, and now Williams lays it in off the glass at the other end. And now just like that, Camden's back up to a 14-point lead. Jimenez. Rawls off the glass and in.
Yeah, I don't know that Rawls was intending on banking that shot in, but it worked nonetheless. It looked nice.
Burnett hands off to Cobb. And now Camden with the lead will take their time on this possession. Austin Goodluck. Way out of position. Here's midcourt. Now he'll drive inside. Goodluck did everything but finish. Worthy pushes down Jones, and it's an offensive foul on Javier Worthy.
You know, we mentioned that there's been a lot of offensive fouls, but it almost seems like the officials are calling all of those kind of plays in the offensive direction. I mean, some of these could be blocking fouls, but offensive is what the officials are calling.
Coach Batista not happy, as you can imagine. Clerval, he's fouled. That was clearly a foul on Cobb, as there is Coach Batista there. Veteran head coach from Camden. And I'm sure Coach Batista is someone who's sweating a little bit on the sidelines, hoping that his team can at least get to the championship game against a very unpredictable and tough Passaic Panther team that really has not been able to go away. Austin Goodluck coming out, taking a seat on the sidelines. Clerval, second one is good, 55-44. Johnson gets it into Raheem Burnett, and now looks like Passaic's going to try some full court man-to-man defense. Looks like Camden's taking their time the last few possessions, trying to use up some clock here, Brian.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good strategy. They have a comfortable lead, up by 11. Time is starting to become a factor, so take it down as much as you can.
Nice job inside by Justin Williams. Get the basket to go. 57-44. Devin Jones along the baseline, handoff Clerval. Clerval blew the layup underneath, and now Clerval picks up a quick foul here on Dewey Johnson. So for Clerval, we'll see. It'll be his fifth, and Clerval's actually fouled out of the game. He's gone.
Wow, and you know, that's a key player. I mean, obviously our key player in the open that we talked about, and I think Ocean did a pretty good job keeping him in check. He didn't really have that big of a game today, and now he won't be able to contribute the final 6 minutes.
Watch here Clerval come in there on Johnson, and yeah, there was contact there, but unfortunately for Clerval, now he's gone. At the line, Dewey Johnson rattles home the first attempt from the line. Remember, Camden led by 13 at halftime, 35-22. And with the exception of Passaic going on a run about halfway through the second half, Panthers really haven't been able to do much with Camden. Ulrich in the corner. Devin Jones splits the defense. Jones just completely lost his dribble. And now here comes Camden up the floor. Andre Allen there, not able to convert. Coach Batista is upset with his players. Devin Jones for three, way off the mark. Ulrich and Javier Worthy come together, but it's Cobb with the rebound, and now a foul on Ulrich. Nothing going right for Passaic.
Yeah, and if anything, they've seen the deficit climb. They had reached a couple different points in the second half where it looked like the momentum was starting to turn, but Camden's been able to turn it back on. They now lead by 14, and now they're getting the benefit of some silly fouls committed by Passaic, a chance to extend the lead even further at the line.
So Jordan Cobb will be at the foul line. First attempt for Cobb is on the way and good. 6'4" freshman from Silver Springs, Maryland.
A rather calm Anthony Virgil, the head coach of Passaic, there on the bench.
possibly a little bit more dejected with the way that the team has performed and the way this game has gone. Definitely a shocker. We thought it would be Passaic in the lead, 59-44 at this point. Sanders Green is bumped inside. Remember, Sanders Green is playing with 4 personal fouls.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of stoppages here because now every foul is double bonus. Each team has hit the 10-foul threshold of the second half. So the minutes seem to be crawling lately and probably will continue to.
Jordan Cobb, who has had an incredible game, has played extremely well, will come out of the game. And in for him, Austin Goodluck with 4 personal fouls. Cobb actually fouled out, which is something that I mistakenly thought Cobb had 4 fouls at that point. He's fouled out with 5, so that's why he's out of the game. It's the second player to foul out in this game, 1 for Passaic. We saw Clerville go out a few moments ago. Now Cobb is on the bench permanently for the rest of this game. And now at the line, Sanders Green. Shot on the way, short. It's a 14-point lead for Camden. Approaching 5 minutes left. If Passaic's going to make a run, they're going to have to do it quickly. It's time starting to run out. Raheem Burnett. Guarded by Jimenez. Burnett almost lost it. Contact there. Jimenez got bumped in the face. Kicking out to Worthy for a 3, and he got it.
Yeah, and that might be the shot that sort of puts this game on ice. Is nice find there to an open Worthy, knocks down the 3. And I think this is the largest margin now of the game at 17 for Camden, who has led throughout.
Jimenez, left elbow shot, no good. Rebound Worthy.
You almost get the feel with Passaic that they gave it their best shot a couple different points earlier in this half, but they look like they're starting to run out of gas now.
Worthy with the acrobatic shot inside is fouled, I believe, by Ulrich. And
number 10, Sean Ulrich, his 3rd.
It'll send Dewey Johnson to the line. It is on Ulrich. That's his 3rd personal. Doesn't really matter about team fouls. Both have clinched, more than clinched the double bonus at this point. Johnson, 2 for 2. And scooped up in the backcourt by Williams, and Williams gets the timeout called. What a play by Justin Williams. Sanders Green was not looking, and Justin Williams came right along and scooped it up. Watch this again, Brian. Look at this. Unbelievable.
That's incredible hustle.
Sanders Green was not paying attention.
And then he slides and is able to get the timeout called.
What a play. I'd say that's the play of the game for Justin Williams. Wow. And that really pretty much sums up the effort here today.
Yeah, and you just really get the feel like Passaic was dejected after that 3 by Javier Worthy. That extended the lead at the time to 17, but then you get that kind of a hustle play in the final 4:22. This one all but wrapped up.
Wow. So Camden is 4 minutes, 22 seconds away from clinching a berth in the championship game. Good luck with some contact inside on Ulrich, lays it in. And now Camden increases their lead to 21. This is definitely a shocker. Inside, Rawls with the nice layup. Now Burnett gets away from 4 defenders. Burnett still on his feet, and now Wisely backs it out. And now blocking foul on Sanders Green, he's gone. Green is fouled out. In for him is Stefan Sanders. And now that's the second player for Passaic that is fouled out in this game. Let's take another look at this again here, Brian, as Burnett's at the foul line. We'll wait for the basket on Burnett. Up and good for Raheem. Wants this again. I don't know. Could go either way there, Brian, but...
Well, I think when you're that far away from the basket, the officials are inclined to call it blocking.
Raheem Burnett knocks them both down from the foul line. 21-point lead for the 4th seed Camden Cougars, who are now just a few moments away from knocking off the #1 seed in this tournament in Passaic. Passaic has only lost 4 games total this year, only 2 in the Region 19 conference, and if this was in the regular season, this would count as a Region 19 conference matchup. But just unbelievable to watch how this game has gone. Camden got out to a nice start early on. Passaic was able to draw closer to Camden, but was never able to get to the lead, and has never led in this game, and most likely never will if it continues at this rate for the next 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Turnover there on Camden. Here's Jimenez, and there's a foul here. Late whistle, but it'll send Jimenez, I believe, to the foul line. So Jaleel Jimenez will go to the line. Justin Williams will pick up the personal. That's his 4th. And Jimenez hits the first one, the 6-foot freshman from Bloomfield, New Jersey.
You know, I think you really have to be impressed with the effort Camden has given both ends of the floor, but specifically defense, because this Passaic team is one of the better offensive teams in the region, and they're holding them to 50 points. That's a very low number with this game in the final 3 minutes.
Yeah, remember, Passaic averages 85 points a game coming into this matchup, and they're nowhere even close to that margin.
Yeah, and they've been able to contain a lot of the key players, whether it's Ulrich, Sanders, Green, who's already fouled out, Rawls, Jimenez. None of them have really gotten into their groove in this game.
Good luck as the clock is starting to wind down. Worthy puts up a 3 at the buzzer. It's a shot clock violation on the Cougars. Ulrich in the corner. Oh, taken away there by Williams. And now Burnett has control. Double teamed. Give and go to Burnett inside, and he's fouled.
Yeah, nice backdoor pass there from Worthy to the guy cutting to the basket there. That time it was Burnett. But a nice backdoor look here. Camden looking to add more at the line.
So Burnett at the foul line, missed the first attempt. And for Coach Virgil, the blank stare there pretty much sums up this game for Passaic, as a lot of people are going to be shocked by this result.
Yeah, and I mean, his team had a great season this year. I think the big thing for Passaic, when you look at their season, the influx of freshmen that have all contributed at a high level this season. But it's gotten away from them here in this game in the tournament.
Traveling on Dewey Johnson there, as Camden thought that Johnson was fouled. Instead, underneath, here's Javier Williams, who puts it in for 2. Now Javier Worthy right at Ulrich at the other end, blew the layup. Ulrich slammed right into the foam barrier along the baseline. Ulrich give and go inside. Tip in is good by Stefan Sanders. Oh, now a tie-up here.
Passaic, you have to give them credit. They're still playing all out, going with backcourt pressure, still playing as though this game is close right now, seeing if they can cut into the margin at all, as we're going to get a timeout.
Camden's going to call a full timeout, so we'll take our probably what should be our last break. Under 2 minutes to play. Camden in control here in the semifinals in the Region 19 tournament.
Need a place for your next conference, meeting, seminar, or social gathering? Choose the Warner Student Life Center located on the beautiful wooded 300-acre campus of Brookdale Community College in Monmouth County. You'll have access to 15,000 square feet of versatile event space, state-of-the-art conference facilities, a comfortable lounge, a scenic outdoor patio area, and an award-winning catering service. To learn more, visit brookdalecc.edu/events. That's brookdalecc.edu/events. The Warner Student Life Center at Brookdale Community College. Make it the place for your next event.
Back inside the Robert J. Collins Arena, you see the score on the bottom of your screen. Number 4 seed Camden, the lowest seed in the semifinals. Not the lowest seed overall in the tournament, of course, but the lowest seed in our 2 days of coverage here from the Region 19 NJCAA Division III tournaments for both men's and women's basketball. About to knock off the number 1 seed, Passaic Panthers here. Floater inside there by Jimenez is good. Mini 6-0 run that the Panthers have been on the last few minutes, but I think it's a little bit too little too late. Williams to Goodluck, up to Burnett. And Burnett wisely will just take some time as he's double teamed. Johnson over to Goodluck. Back out near Coach Batista at midcourt. Worthy watching the clock tick down. Worthy got shoved there, no call. Or excuse me, that was Johnson rather. And now a foul here underneath as Williams there was trying to put the basket up and in. And it's a foul on number 1, Stefan Sanders, rather. It's his 4th personal. And at the line, Williams just going to continue to pad the already insurmountable, I would say, Camden lead at this point. As we approach 60 seconds left. Remind you that our next game coming up at approximately 7:30 Eastern Time, the final game of the night, the nightcap. Brookdale taking on Northampton, the 2 and 3rd seeds. The Brookdale women going to play in the championship game tomorrow as we have a whistle and a double dribble here on the floor on Jimenez. But the women are going to play Northampton tomorrow in the women's championship game, which we'll have at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we'll see who is going to get ready to play Camden tomorrow, as nobody back on defense there for Passaic, and Dewey Johnson just easily throws it down with one hand.
Yeah, that's really just inexcusable transition defenses. What a shot hit by Devin Jones.
Jones was falling down and somehow miraculously was able to get that shot to go. Again, nobody back on defense, and Camden, another foul here by Jones. And at this point, I think it's pretty safe to say Camden, you can pencil them in to the championship game tomorrow. And I'm sure Coach Batista is jumping for joy inside, because even though he was confident coming in, he told me this was going to be a very tough game pre-game before tip-off. But his team has more than performed past their expectations and have held a team, as I mentioned a moment ago, in Passaic that comes in here averaging 85 points to under 60. Williams pads another point at the foul line. Devin Jones, another 3. This time it's way off the mark, and the rebound to Burnett. And I'd be surprised if Passaic fouls here. Worthy blocked away and fouled by Cortez Rawls.
Nope, Passaic still playing to prolong this game by committing these fouls in the final minute here. But Camden's been able to do a good job converting with these free throw attempts.
So Javier Worthy, another one from the line. Second one on the way is good. 75-59. Rawls to Jones for a three. It's an air ball. Saved out of bounds by Sanders. Jimenez at the rim, able to finish. And now, what do we have here? Stoppage of play.
Official is at the scores table. Must be a clock issue of some sort.
Clock didn't stop after that last basket, so they're going to put actually 3 more seconds on the clock and bump it up to 24.2 remaining. And now tipped out of bounds there. It'll stay here with Camden. Passaic not going down without a fight here, but it will be a loss. And Burnett will give it over to Javier Worthy, and Worthy is going to dribble out the clock. Camden, the 4th seed, is going to the championship game tomorrow to take on the winner of Brookdale and Northampton to play for a Region 19 title. Final score, 75-61. What a game for Camden as they knock off the #1 seed, Passaic Panthers, in an incredibly exciting and high-action game. It was getting testy there for a minute there, late in the game. But overall, a great effort, and in the end, of course, Camden getting the victory, and they win 75-61. So back inside the Robert J. Collins Arena, Tim Cunnifem alongside Brian Goudsworth, finishing our 3rd game. We got one more left to go on what has been a full day of coverage from the Robert J. Collins Arena this afternoon and stretching into this evening here on Brookdale TV. But Brian, any final thoughts? I mean, I'm just shocked that Camden played incredibly well and held Passaic to such a low points margin throughout the entire game.
Yeah, I think you have to remember that Camden came in winners of 11 straight, so they certainly belonged here, being in the Final Four. But you have to look at it as a disappointing performance from Passaic as well, because this was the #1 team. With the #1 seed comes high expectations, and they just fell short in this game. They didn't make enough plays in either half. They fell behind early, and they had a couple different points in the second half where it looked like the momentum was starting to turn in their favor, but in the end, Camden was the aggressor all game long, and they get the victory. They've now won 12 in a row entering the final, which they'll play either Brookdale or Northampton in the late game tomorrow.
So we'll see who Camden will play. Again, they have to wait to see who the winner is going to be between Brookdale and Northampton, coming up at approximately 7:30 Eastern Time here on Brookdale TV. So again, Tim Cunnifem alongside Brian Goudsworth will come back for the 4th and final game. Before this, though, we'll send it down to Nico Volcatora for a post-game interview to wrap up the broadcast. Actually, we'll come back after a break and go to Nico. Until then, stay tuned here on Brookdale TV.
Young Lee, Colts Lake High School, guard.
My name is Kyle Bradshaw. I'm a guard from Massaquoi High School.
It's Ray Gatlin, Patterson Eastside, small forward.
James Wright, Ewing High School, shooting guard.
Zachary Olukani, Teaneck High School, guard.
Dante Whipple, Old Bridge High School, small forward.
Samson Orianatola, Madison Regional High School, forward.
My name is Sky Harris. I'm from Cardinal McCarrick High School, and I'm a forward.
Hi, my name is Jordan Little. I'm from Perth Amboy Tech High School, and I'm a power forward.
We are the Kirkwood Twins. We're from Neptune, New Jersey. He's point guard. I'm shooting guard.
Matt Ringel, Marlboro High School, forward.
We are Brookdale men's basketball.
Go Blues!
Planning a
large-scale event or conference? Consider Brookdale Community College and its versatile Collins Arena. The Collins Arena.
I'm joined with Coach Lou Abatista as well as freshman Javier Worthy after this big win against Passaic. Coach, first, what are your emotions like after this victory?
I'm really happy for my team because, guys, you know, we were 7-10, and guys, people were counting us out, but you saw today we played with a lot of heart. So.
Yeah, definitely. You guys seem like you had a lot more heart today.
Yes,
so, their center, Sean Ulrich, is 6'10", and your biggest player is 6'4". That's a prime example right there. The guy only had 5 points. How were you guys able to shut him down?
Well, I think that the game plan that we had in was the right way to go. You know, Passaic's a great team, and they're well coached. We just got them on a bad day, but I think we tried to pack it in and make everything hard.
Yeah, they looked like they were closing in and getting some momentum, closing it to 10, but you guys just were very resilient.
Yeah, we have very good players. They're young, but they're very good players.
Very good players. So, Coach, thank you.
Yep,
good luck tomorrow against either Brookdale or Northampton at 3 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Now, Javier Worthy. Javier, they say you're the best player in the team. You're the leader of the team. How were you able to lead your team to a victory today against a very good Passaic team that was #1 in the region, #1 in the conference, and play as well as you did with a double-double?
Well, I had to convince my teammates to dig deep and just play hard so we can get this W. We worked all year for this, so this is what we wanted.
What are your expectations for tomorrow, and do you have a preference to who you're playing, Brookdale or Northampton, like I mentioned with Coach?
Both of those teams are good, very good, so we're just going in, whoever steps on the court, that's what we're going to get.
All right, awesome. Congratulations.